So single since 2007.
Yes.
And did you say the longest period of time that you've been involved with somebody since then? Like, have you had a 1 year thing?
Single since 2007. Yoicks! That's a ginormous red flag, man. She's gonna die alone.
6 month thing?
No, just the phone relationship. Otherwise, no, everything fizzles out pretty quickly.
Why is that?
Why is that? That's a great question.
No, I'm asking.
Well, she's heavily lacking in self-awareness. Wouldn't you think that after 17 years to puzzle out a problem, you would have like some kind of idea, especially when it's with you? Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if she attended therapy, by the way. But still no answers? Yeah, that tells you how useful therapy is, even for women. Not so useful.
You.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Is it them? Is it you?
Once you get to be in your 40s and you're never married and no kids, you start to learn that it's you.
Okay.
Well, at least she knows it's her. I'll give her that. But she doesn't know why it's her. So that's not so good.
What's your?
I'm just looking at her. She believes in astrology, I bet you. She's into woo-woo nonsense. Probably a Wiccan or some nonsense. Hippy-dippy moron. Yeah.
Your analysis. What's your assessment of yourself then?
You know, I may be being a little self-deprecating when I say that, but...
Lady, you're in your 40s, you've been single 17 years, in this hedonistic pleasure of the moment, no meaning, just do what feels good culture, time that we live in. I don't think you can be self-deprecating enough. Okay?
I'm looking for a good match, and I don't want to just settle on like, oh, okay,
So you don't want to settle, you're looking for a good match. Translation, you have unrealistic standards, expectations. Got it. Big, fat, overweight, chunky, unattractive, 3 on a good day. Yeah, I think I see the problem here.
I don't know. I want to be in love. I want to love somebody more than I've ever loved anybody in my whole life, and that takes time.
Well, you don't love yourself, so how in the world are you going to love anybody else? Just look at you, honey. You're a mess.
And I think that love probably looks and feels a lot different in your 40s than it does in your 20s.
No, love is love. What are you talking about? That's like saying a ham, egg, and cheese sandwich tastes different in my 40s than my 20s. No, it doesn't. It's the same taste. It's the same sandwich, okay? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And so that's a really hard place to get to love somebody really hard and to...
I don't know what that means. Love them hard. Sweetheart, love is about you recognizing, appreciating the virtues in another person because they match up with yours and sharing the same values. So you value the wrong things and you probably don't have any virtues that are conducive to creating, leading to a bond, love in the first place, right? Okay. Yeah. See, I figured it out. Took me about 2 minutes. You've been thinking about it for 17 years and you ain't come to a solution. But women are equal to men. Yeah, okay, honey.
To have a meaningful relationship with somebody.
Yeah, meaningful. Yeah, even though the things that you value and the lack of virtue you have, you don't have anything meaningful going on in your own life or with you. But you think you're going to build something meaningful with someone else when you have no meaningful foundation within you. Got it.
Why aren't you
It takes
on
time.
dating apps?
Shudder. I've done that.
Oh, it takes time. Lady, you're in your 40s. It don't take that long. Shut up.
It feels like a reject club.
No, you would fit right in if you looked in the mirror.
What do you mean reject club?
I love this. Over 40, inner 40s, overweight, just blimpola, and she's referring to other people as rejects. Really? That might be part of the problem, honey. I think you have an over-exaggerated sense of self and your own value.
People who couldn't find the match in real life.
Like you. That's
So
you.
they have to go to the reject club. Yeah.
So you?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah, that's why I got on there, and I'm like, you know
But
what?
I mean-
I'm gonna find the exit. I'm not gonna do this.
I don't want people who are on my level. I'm going to continue to cling to my unrealistic standards. I want people above my level. Well, it turns out people above your level, the ones that you want, the ones that you're going after, they know their value and they're not settling for you. You're beneath them.
This anymore.
It's like, but aren't they?
The problem is the people that she thinks are beneath her are actually at her level. Right. We see what the problem is, but she doesn't.
They're kind of in the same boat that you're in.
Yep.
Anyways, in any case, I don't think if somebody's on a dating app, it doesn't mean that they're rejects.
I know. I'm being a little harsh. I'm being a little harsh.
But in any case,
If only she was that harsh on herself.
so what are you looking for in a man?
6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures. We know what she's looking for. What everybody else is looking for too.
I want somebody who impresses me.
Impress?
Yeah, I want to be impressed.
In what
And
capacity?
I know
Let's
that
start
that's
with
going to
impress.
wear off, but
What does that mean? What is she talking about? I think we know what that means. He makes a lot of money. Makes more money than me. Can take care of me, even though I can't give him kids. I squandered my youth.
you could impress me with anything. Your talents, your
Talents?
Talents equate to money-making ability.
yeah,
Okay.
your talents, your skills, your knowledge. Maybe
All things that equate to making money. Everything she's saying is about making money.
you know lots of stuff about lots of things.
So like
maybe
Money.
high intelligence, high IQ?
yeah, you could high intelligence, or maybe just
Money.
someone
All qualities that contribute to money-making capabilities.
who knows how to fix things around the house.
See, this is all cope. She's essentially has the same standards, the same unrealistic expectations as other women in her boat, but now she's trying to couch it in a more intellectual, granular manner where she's hyper-focusing on things that she think make her sound more realistic, more deep in the things she desires, when really she's just as shallow as every other broad out there who wants the same dudes, only she doesn't have the same value to offer back that a lot of those chicks do have, like, a functioning womb.
Handy. Okay.
And these are all options. You don't have to be all of these things.
But they've got to be one or a few.
You have to be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Are you interesting? You don't sound interesting to me, honey.
interesting.
Interesting. Okay. What are the other things?
Provoke an intellectual conversation.
Okay.
I
I love this. So she's, she's telling you right now she thinks she's intelligent, even though she can't figure out what I just figured out in after about 2 minutes. She can't figure it out with 17 years and be in her own skin.
want somebody who we can have shared meals together and we enjoy the same kinds of food.
Yeah, honey, I think you need to put the fork down, huh? Okay? Have you stepped on a scale lately? That's the last thing you need.
I want someone who, he doesn't have to make as much money as I, but
So she values eating, money. Okay, we're seeing this. See, I was right.
I want him to be able to afford to go on vacations with me. And
Okay.
I mean, I can
How much
kick
do
in
you
and I
make?
can help. I break 6 figures.
Okay. Would you like the guy to also make 6 figures, or?
I mean,
are
that
you
would be
flexible?
nice, but I'm totally flexible.
Yeah, I'm an old broad, over 40. I'm wearing this horrific wrap. I'm trying to show off cleavage that gravity has long since made into a dilapidated mess that dudes don't actually want to look at. I got a muffin top, but I want a 6-figure guy. Yeah, he's got 25-year-olds chasing him, sweetheart.
Flexible
Without muffin tops.
because I know
50K?
I don't want to be too narrow. I'm really open to the person.
Sure.
Smart, intelligent, skilled, 6-figure. How many men make 6 figures? It's like a very small percentile, right? What do you mean you don't want to be too narrow? Lady, you're already extremely narrow, and you're just going to get more narrow as you continue speaking.
But as far as what they bring to the table, I don't want to completely take care of them. But you know what? If this man can build a house from the bottom up, I'll buy that house and you build it, honey.
Guys, look at the look on the face of the chick in the green dress, right? That's right next to her. She's like, this chick knows. You've got some very unrealistic expectations. Even I would have a hard time getting that, and I'm young and relatively attractive. And I don't have a muffin top.
That would be fine.
Wait, you want a man who can build a
No,
house
I'm not.
all on his own?
No, I'm not
Look how Brian's face is like.
a complete
There's a lot.
absolutist.
There's like HVAC, there's plumbing.
And you have
there's
to pay for all of
carpentry.
it?
Right? I'm not
I mean,
an
if you could find
I think we see why she's still single after 17 years, show. And the only relationship she had before that was with some dude on the phone. And that was 17 years ago.
a man who could actually build a house,
Yeah, we have so much in common. You just have to be able to build me a house and make six figures, because I make six figures, and be interesting and be a chef and a good cook, because I love cooking and eating. But other than that, me, I'm 180 pounds and 5'2", so I look like a big giant potato. I'm Mr. Potato Head. With little hands and feet sticking out and a big giant potato body and a muffin top to boot. Click. Hello? Yeah, that was our last relationship.
on his own.
It wouldn't even have to have all that. I live in Alaska, and I'd be happy in a dry cabin.
Oh, wow. By the way, what a dry cabin is a cabin that doesn't have running water, right? So there's an outhouse, and you have to have potable water in like some kind of jug or something, and give yourself sponge baths, essentially, and she'd be happy with that. As long as he makes six figures, I can't imagine a dude making that kind of money want to live in a dry cabin. Don't think so.
Cabin maker. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but she's not specific at all in her desires. Even the chick wearing the dunce World War I German hat is like trying to hold in the laughs. Look at the look on her face. She's like, yeah, even I can't get what you're looking for, sweetheart, and I'm good looking. And young.
I'm not hung up on a
Wait,
perfect ideal.
let's go back really quick
Yes, you are! For what you're looking for, yeah!
to the income. 50,000 too little?
Yeah. Actually, yes. Even though she might say, not necessarily. He was able to entertain me enough, impress me enough. Yeah, get out of here, lady.
No, I think that'd be adequate, but just someone who can afford to go on vacation with me and
Okay.
live the.
Right, because you can't give them kids. You can't have a family with them, so, yeah. Distracting myself with, worldly pleasures is the next best thing, as long as they can help finance that, or at least not detract from that, and give me somebody to spend time with, essentially glorified friends with benefits. Oh, well, sure, that's great. What's he getting out of it?
lifestyle that I want to live. I can take care of my part.
Okay. So what is the lifestyle that you want to live?
Sounds like you don't need him for that, but I want the company so I'm not bored. Get a cat. Get a dog.
I want to go out to the theater, enjoy some shows.
Do they have theaters in Anchorage, Alaska? It's probably where she's from, around there. How many theaters are there? It's mostly dudes that are working on fishing boats. Last I checked, those guys don't have much appreciation for the theater, yo.
I want to go to concerts, and I want to be in the front row. I'm going on.
By the way, Anchorage, which is the biggest city in Alaska, by the way, there's not that many people in Alaska to begin with, like 500,000. I think there's less than 200,000 people in Anchorage. Good luck, sweetheart.
On a vacation to Peru right now, and I'm going on a 7-day yoga retreat in Machu Picchu, and I would love someone who can pay their own way to join me on a trip like that.
So that you'd want them to go 50-50 with
Yes, a roommate. Yeah.
you on the vacationing and stuff,
Yeah.
even if you out-earn them by 50%.
Well, I mean, I could pay for like the flights, but like as far as like when it comes to this
Don't all this sound very specific? But she says she's not specific in her desires. Lady, the thing you're looking for is so hyper-specific it doesn't exist. You're looking for a big giant Mimbo Kramer mooch that is essentially also able to provide for themselves, be independently wealthy at the same time. Like, she's looking for Kramer.
vacation, for example.
Who isn't real?
I paid for like the yoga retreat for myself. I would want him to pay for,
Yoga retreat. Look at this broad. Well, that's true. I mean, yoga is just glorified stretching, right? Yeah.
participating.
What if he
in
doesn't
that.
want to participate in the yoga retreat?
Then he can go on
Okay.
we can find a different vacation.
I want a man that's an extension of me and it's just like me and will do everything I say and let me wear the pants and do everything I want to do and just be like an accessory, like a handbag for me. Good luck, honey.
And I'll go on yoga retreat, and he
Okay.
can go on a cruise and play poker.
Sure. Okay.
You could impress
why-
me with how well you play poker. You could impress me lots of different ways.
Yeah, impress you. Because you're the center of the universe, you big, giant, malignant, narcissist, megalomaniacal... God.
Okay. So you want somebody to impress you. You want someone to be interesting. Any other things? Are there any
Don't forget, it would be great if he made 6 figures.
physical traits like height or that sort of thing?
I want someone who can fit in a regular airplane seatbelt and who doesn't have to ask for a seatbelt extender.
Like her. Because she's fat.
Okay. So someone you don't want to date an obese guy.
See, I want to be careful with that word because it's he doesn't have to be perfect. That would be my measurement, my
It's got to be better than me.
barometer is fit into a don't have to ask for a seatbelt extender.
So he could be obese, just not that obese.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how to frame it.
What about height?
Not
Yeah.
I'm a short lady. I mean, I would go pretty short, and I would go shorter than I.
You
Would
go
you
shorter
date
than
someone
you.
shorter than you?
I mean, 5 foot. I can go down to 5
You'll
feet.
go down.
But if the man is shorter than 5 feet, he's gonna need a shorter woman.
Trust me, she's not going to go for a dude 5 feet. That's a lie.
Wait,
Like,
I
how
have
short?
a question. Wouldn't you want to date someone who's like a provider?
At her age, at least part of her realizes that, nah. But then again, she's looking for a dude that makes almost what she does. And let's be honest, she doesn't want a dude that makes less than her. She doesn't have to take care of him. So she's already looking for a provider, okay? Have you listened to this bro talking? She's looking for somebody to provide her with all the distractions in the world while offering nothing that, in return that men desire.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do you think you've lowered your standards over the years?
Yes.
Okay.
Quick yes.
She has? Oh my God, I'd hate to see what they were like before. Good Lord.
Well,
What were your standards when you were 20?
yeah.
At that time, I would want somebody who would out-earn me, but at that time, I didn't know what my earning potential was going to be.
Trust me, she still wants someone that'll out-earn her. She's not willing to settle. If she was willing to settle, she wouldn't be alone. Period.
Wait, so what's the difference now? Like, why is it lowered so much? Is it because of...
It hasn't lowered. Don't listen to what people say. Listen to what they do. If it had actually lowered, she wouldn't be sitting here in that big giant moo car cover talking about how she's willing to lower her standards. Meanwhile, she's been single 17 years.
Because the pool is a lot more narrow.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be perfectly candid.
Okay. And so,
Yeah.
in the past year, how many first dates have you gone on?
One this year.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Oh, but she's lowered her standards.
Any sneaky links?
sneaky links.
That's like casual fling, hookup type thing.
No, nothing
No.
casual. But the last time I
She's so undesirable. Listen to this. She's so undesirable. She gets rejected so often that she's given up, even on hookups. Think about that.
kind of matched with somebody was maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Someone that I've known for a while.
Beta orbiter? That's sad. Even a chick like this has orbiters. Yikes! You guys, you gotta get some standards, okay?
We linked for like a week.
Carnal knowledge.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay, she is getting down and dirty, but not too often. Once a year? Yikes! And Lord only knows how long it was before that. She's got to be an insufferable creature.
And if they're not impressive or they're not interesting, is that a deal breaker?
See, I think that people become interesting once you start to get to know them. Almost everybody's in the friend zone right off the bat because I'm just trying to get to know you. And
That's a lie, by the way. She meets a dude that meets all her qualifications and makes her insides go pitter-patter. No, all her rules go out the window. So that's a lie.
And my interest in you grows when I learn more about you and what you're.
Yeah, that's just the beta dude. Chad, boom! She's in the bed immediately. Guaranteed!
Your skills and talents are, and that's when I become attracted to somebody.
Yeah, you won me over with your ability to earn lots of resources and take some of the expense off of my wild need to travel the world. That's when I become really attracted to you. You mean my money? Yeah.
Wait, and you live in Alaska, right?
Yes.
What's the population of Alaska?
Yes, lots of dudes. There for work. Big, manly men involved in manly jobs that require lots of strength and testosterone. There's probably way more men there than women, but you can't find a man there? Really? And a lot of these dudes are involved in high-paying jobs. They're involved in the oil, the energy production industry, fishing. These are all high-paying jobs, relatively speaking, especially for labor. And yet she can't find a man. But she expects us to believe that, oh yeah, I would get with a dude that made $50,000 a year if he was interesting. You telling me none of these guys are interesting? As worldly and well-traveled as they are, and as many life experiences as they have because of their work, they're not interesting, really?
It's like around 750,000, a little bit under that.
And are you in Anchorage? That's the
A little bit north of Anchorage.
That's the capital, right?
Is it? I thought that the population of Alaska is like 500,000 or something. I don't think it's 750,000. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's that high.
Juneau is the capital.
Or it's the most
It's the most populous area, yes.
You're an hour? Or how far from the not the capital,
From Anchorage, I'm about 20 minutes, 30 minutes from Anchorage, but that's just.
So she's she's north, because there's not very much, you can't really go a half hour south, so she's north of Anchorage, so probably Wasilla around there. Yeah.
From the north side of Anchorage, it takes another 45 minutes to get all the way across the city, so.
I feel like it's got to be hard to date in Alaska. It's like the most remote place.
Yeah, but there's a lot more men than women, I would think, so I think the exact opposite would be true.
I wish I was thinking of
In
things
the
like
US,
that when I was 30 and I decided to move.
That's just, saying something like that on her part is just cope, by the way. She's trying to abdicate and shift responsibility off of her own unrealistic standards and bad decision-making, poor choices, and her total lack of reflection and ability to figure out what's wrong with her, and what she's doing wrong, and why she can't find herself a man. Meanwhile, I figured it out in under 2 minutes.
There. I'm not sure. Right now I'm buying a house and I'm going to own it in 3 more years, and then I'll be better positioned to make those kind of choices. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to lock yourself down to a place you're claiming that the place itself is part of the reason why you can't find a man that you claim to want. Doesn't make any sense.
Texas has been kind of on the brain lately, but in Alaska.
Wherever you go, there you are. If you're having personal problems, if you're having issues, if you're having troubles with other individuals, if you can't find the man, if you are single for 17 years as a woman, even though it's easier by multiples, by many magnitudes, it's easier for a woman to get with a man than vice versa, to find a man than vice versa, and you're still having issues, then the issue is you. It's you! It doesn't matter where you go. Wherever you go, there you are. You take your problems, you take your troubles, you take yourself with you. You're going to have the same issues in Texas, sweetheart. Sorry. Be the bearer of bad news.
Alaska, they say that the ratio of men to women is 10 men to 1 woman. And they probably say this other places, but
yeah, it's a 10 to 1. Oh, but Alaska's the problem, even though there's 10 times more men than women there. Yeah. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, I love the self-gaslighting. So there you go. There you go. Doesn't matter how old they get, they don't learn. Men are the ones with the logic. Men are the ones with reason. They're the ones that are going to help you learn and logic things out. And unfortunately, this woman hasn't had that kind of influence in her life. Maybe she was raised by a single mommy or a blue pill beta male, a womanist daddy, probably single mother. whatever the case might be, feminized daddy or no daddy, this chick has had very few male influences in her life. And of course, she's a college grad and she learned the evil, destructive death cult ideology that is womanism, i.e. socialism, communism, gender Marxism. So she is ruined forevermore. Talk about lacking in self-awareness. 17 years. I don't know what the problem is. I figured it out pretty quick, didn't I? But let me know what you think of this chick. Is she not the problem? Is it not her? Is it men? Or is it her? Let me know what you think in the comments. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Let me know what you think of this broad in the comments. Is she emblematic of the modern Western woman? Yeah. Or is she not the problem at all and it's men? Yeah. Let me know. Anyhow, on that note, I am out of here. I am the realist philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.